All right, so last week I told you the campaign didn't fund. There's a video for that. Go check it out. It leads into this one. Today we're going to talk about the roadmap, what is coming up and what we're focused on as we build the game forward into September for the Gamefound relaunch. Here it is. All right, so here's the roadmap. This is the path to the September relaunch. Each month has a plan, and we're going to be walking through it to kind of show you guys what we're releasing each month, and to get excited as we build the community towards the Gamefound relaunch. All right, so we are here right now. This is in March, so the announcement video is live. You know, the Discord we've rebuilt with proper bot protection to essentially stop the Discord from getting flooded with spammers and scammers and stuff like that. So that's all ready to go. The weekly kind of cadence of YouTube starts now. So it kind of started last week with the announcement video. The email chat list is live on the website. So we have an email list essentially that you can sign up for. So get it if you haven't signed up. There's a link in the description. Head over to the website and chuck your email down so you can get updates. Then most importantly, the full mechanics overhaul that starts now. So we've got quests, faction objectives, realm locations, hero lineups. There's HP thresholds that we're changing on a bunch of stuff. So there's all of it in there. So the next 5 videos will be going deep into each one of them, which is pretty exciting. All right, so April, this is when you actually get to play the game for free and help us develop it as we go. Really, we're just refining it out now up until September, so some kind of the core mechanics will be in there for this tabletop release. It's going to be free. It's going to be exclusive access to Discord members first, so they can kind of work out some bigger bugs first before it goes to the broader community. If you're not in Discord yet, that's the reason to join. So there's a link in the description for Discord as well. Jump in there, choose a role, and just wait for the tabletop simulator link to drop, and then you're ready to go. So keep an eye out for that. And I'll be reaching out to some indie kind of trading card game creators as well to just look for new audiences that are on YouTube and things that they want to kind of collaborate to see what the game looks like, and hopefully get some feedback through those avenues as well, which would be exciting. All right, so May. This is when Tabletop Simulator opens up to everyone. The whole community can start playing it, and anyone on Tabletop Simulator can kind of see it, find it naturally, I guess. The next thing we'll be focused on is organized playtests every weekend, and that's going to be a structured kind of feedback session. Those playtests are going to jump in. It'll be very isolated, so we can get as much feedback as we can in those sessions. Then if something's wrong, we're going to change it, and we're going to update it, and it's going to launch again on the next weekend. So there's going to be constant refinements and changes. So May's a big one. There's going to be Discord polls as well that shape the game. So we're going to put out things like big updates and stuff like that the community may want. Some ideas that maybe we're generating on our side that we want to release, get some feedback on so we can build it in and go again. So this one's exciting. You need to be on the email list and in the Discord to see this stuff, mainly the feedback driven stuff. So if not, just keep an eye out on Tabletop Simulator for the game in May. Cool. So June is the next one, the midpoint kind of check-in. There'll be a dedicated video for this one. This is more of a here's what you told us and here's what changed. So we really wanted to have a dedicated video that shows what we've changed in the game from pure community feedback, and that gets us excited as we build it as a group. So the kind of transparency and trust that I want around it is like the new card UI, art previews and things like that. I want to show that the community is kind of giving us feedback, and we are trying to implement it, or will implement it as best we can. That's when I'm going to reach out to creator partnerships. So what that looks like is other content creators. I want to try and line up a bit of a joint sesh with them, and we can kind of discuss the game as a group to get a bit more community involvement as we head towards the September launch. All right, so July and August. This one is the final build sprint. So we've locked down most of the rules and the development and things like that through Tabletop Simulator. There's still going to be plenty of room to kind of adjust stuff as we head into September, but this is the main one where Gamefound pre-launch page goes live. That is, if you're following the Kickstarter pre-launch, that's when content really starts to ramp up. There's going to be the creative partnership that we did in June. That's going to come out and that's going to go live. So all those videos. There's also going to be the email blast that we kind of send to everyone is, if you've been following, now is the time to jump on to follow on Gamefound. The updates that we'll be releasing after that will be on both Gamefound and on our socials. So you want to kind of convert your email follow to the Gamefound follow. Don't worry, you won't get spammed. The main thing's pointing to September here. So content's gonna start ramping up. You're gonna see more card artwork released, more mechanics kind of locked down and released through social media stuff. Every day we want to try and show a little bit more of what we've been doing behind the scenes as we build a community and we head into September. Pretty exciting stuff. So none of this really works without people showing up, and that's what we found on the Kickstarter launch. So if you've been watching since that campaign and you're going to be following through all of this, this is exactly who this is being built for. This whole journey and the showcase of what we're doing, it's for you guys basically. So the part I'm probably most excited about is September and the Gamefound launch. So stick with us. All right, September, Gamefound. This is what the 6 months of work is pointing at. It's the campaign launch with a properly play-tested game. We play-tested a lot of it on the Kickstarter launch, but this is a much more public, open, built playtest and launch. So excited for the September relaunch on Gamefound. There's going to be the content library of people that can reference. All of the stuff that we've been doing is going to be built back into the website. You're going to see all the video content leading up to this post and this moment in time. So it's really get involved on the launch in September. The first 48 hours obviously are going to be huge. There's going to be a Discord event. There's YouTube live stream. We're going to watch the Gamefound page as it launches. So really everyone that's built along the way and come up to this moment are going to see, hopefully, the big, exciting kind of grand relaunch of the game. So all right, so before I close out, I just want to address something that came up a lot during the campaign. It was the old product model, I guess, and a lot of people in this community know about this. You might have seen just the end of the roadmap there. I mentioned there's a little dot point about the core sets. You know, the old model is the random booster pack model, right? The community know this. They've seen some recent events through like Altered TCG and some other kind of big ones where there's booster pack gambling, there's pay to compete, there's power creep on new sets, like new sets come out, old cards are useless. There's a high barrier to entry, right? And it's basically a big price point to play the game. That is the trading card model. We want to move away from that. We want to get away from that as much as we can. The feedback through all of this was a lot of that. So what we've lent into, and it's probably, some other trading card games are doing this, is the one core set that you get, one faction core set that you get is the complete game. So you can play that against itself and you can play that with other faction core sets. So that's the focus of this. We also want to make sure that the game has a level playing field, so there's not the core set with booster packs that have cards in it that you can't get. The collector boosters that we will be releasing, because we like that feeling of cracking a booster pack and you get some cool cards in there that are unique and rare or whatever, that's cosmetic only. So you will get cards that already exist in the faction core set. The main focus of that is really the respect for the player. You pay for the product, you shouldn't get like 20% of the game. You should get the entire game. That's the idea here. I don't want people to have to pay to win. So that's a big driving force on this kind of change. We probably should have done it in the first place, but we learned this really along the way. So yeah, keep an eye out for this update as well. Some of this information will come out when Gamefound gets launched. Pretty exciting. Cool, so that's the full roadmap, March to September. So there's a lot to do, a lot to unpack. 2 things I want everyone to do right now would be subscribe to the YouTube to see all the content as we build it. And then sign up to Discord and the mailing list on the website. So Discord is where you're going to get the tabletop simulator invite before it goes to June. So that's where you can get all of the feedback in, play the game for free, see what it's like. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Feedback in there, and we can kind of start building the game together. So Links are in the description, and I will see you next week.